I think, we always have said a loud defense is a good defense. One of the pillars of our defense is obnoxious communication. And so, a lot of our calls, it might be rotation of coverage, it might be where's the pressure coming from, it might even be just, hey, they're lined up like this, alert for this. And so I think our group has just bought into that being a foundation of how we want to play defense. I think it did, they started to do that, but I think as they continue in the second year and have a lot of carryover, it allows them to do that with a lot of confidence. The more confidence you have, the louder you communicate. So when you look at the younger guys, sometimes it's quieter, it's not as good, and so the more those guys gain confidence and them knowing what their assignment is, knowing what they're doing, the louder it becomes. One of the things we've talked about is, we're not worried about replacing whoever. There's certainly some really, really good players. We want to have the best 11 players on the field for the given situation that's occurring. And when our guys buy into that and they play really hard, they're not worried about who makes the play. When somebody makes a play, we all make a play. I've been very, very pleased in just the mentality in that regard. And then they also know that, we're going to move people around. We're going to try to create matchups given the opponent. And I look at it like this. Whatever it looks like going into the year, I hope we have a bunch of stars at the end of the season. I think juniors having a really good camp so far, growing understanding of what we expect. I think Nakai's having a really good camp. I think Michael Barrett is having a really good camp. Kalel is as you guys have heard, is splitting a little bit of time. But he's doing well at linebacker, so he's a guy that can probably have roles on both sides. And then, the two freshmen that neither one were early enrollees, Jimmy Rolder and Deuce Spurlock, I think they have flashed. And, you can tell why they were recruited here. They certainly have a lot on their plate of learning. But I'm pretty pleased with that group right now. I called plays for 6 years before I went to Baltimore as well. So I have a lot of confidence in myself in the regard of just staying in the moment. I think sometimes I remember as a first-time play caller, 2011, I was young, and you sort of ride the wave, you sort of ride the emotion of the game at times when you first start, and I think it's the ability to sort of take yourself out of the good and bad, focus on the next play, just like you want the defensive players to have a next play mentality. I think as a play caller, the more you do it, the more you sort of understand, one play is not going to make the difference. So it's putting the guys in the best position every play, not being emotional. I think sometimes play callers can be emotional in a response, and sometimes that's not the best thing for that situation. So I'm confident in my ability to do that.
Have you ever been emotional in your response, or did you ever have to?
Absolutely. I think the more you do it, the more you sort of figure that out. My demeanor over the years has changed probably to be calmer. So, it's definitely something that I focus on. He's just, he's Mozzie's junior. First and foremost because of his attitude. Very, very humble, very, very detailed in his approach, which is extremely unique for a freshman that wasn't here in the spring. He's taken to everything Coach Elston has tried to teach him and get him to do at a very impressive level for a young player. Same thing in the weight room. Over the course of June and July, you could sort of see him transform and take exactly what Coach Herb and the staff wanted him to do. And then on top of that, he's extremely gifted. He's a 350-plus pound human being that moves really well, that is really, really strong naturally. And so some of the things that we test those guys in, it's pretty freakish to watch them go up the plyo steps or move laterally, move side to side. So blessed that we have him, and I think he's got a really, really high ceiling.